It's time for part 2 of the Crazy Giants on Route 66.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have giants! Giants in front of you, giants behind you, giants to your left and giants to the right. Run for the hills, I say, run!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One muffler woman. And yet we've still got 6 more to see. Let's get started. Back to our video. Leaving Illinois, we have a little bit of a drive to our next location in St. Roberts, Missouri, where many people are familiar with the oddity that is Uranus, Missouri. There's a lot of unusual things here. Sculpted dinosaurs, the largest belt buckle in the world, and did we mention candy? Candy? Lots and lots and lots of candy? I'm calming down. The complex here is huge and covers several acres. It is like a small town. And what does every small town need? You guessed it, a mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to the Mega Mayor, also known as the Mayor of Uranus. Moving right along, our next destination is beautiful Springfield, Missouri, where another new muffler man resides on the route. Meet Carl the Chef, the mascot of the Route 66 Food Truck Park. Food Truck Park? Now there's an idea I can get behind. Placed here in 2020, Carl sports a chef's hat along with a spatula and fork that are supersized just like he is. As we slide on into the Sooner State, we're going to visit Tulsa, Oklahoma at a converted gas station, now curio shop called Buck Atoms, spelled ATOM''S, Cosmic Curios, where the star of the show is Mr. Buck Atom himself, the Space Cowboy. Conceived by the owner Mary Beth Babcock when she owned a downtown boutique, the Big Space Cowboy is the creation of a group called American Giants. They did great work here. Our next sighting is a lot further down the road in Calumet, Oklahoma, where Hal stands at the Indian Trading Post. For many years, this was not his home, as he was located then in nearby Clinton, Oklahoma, at a car dealership that sold Pontiacs. The family name on the business? Hal Motors. See you later, big guy. Still traveling westward out of Oklahoma into the panhandle of the great state of Texas, it almost seems fitting that we're greeted by a big cowboy standing in front of a bunch of old Cadillacs. Just outside of Amarillo, at Sauncey, Texas, he guards the Cadillac Ranch RV Park. Originally made in the 1970s, he became known as the Second Amendment Cowboy. See you later there, cowboy. Back in the car and into the beautiful state of New Mexico. We're headed for Albuquerque. This Paul Bunyan fiberglass statue resides atop the May Cafe sign, which is best known for its Vietnamese cuisine. This Paul saw a pretty rough life and lost a lot of body parts and pieces over the years. However, I am happy to say that if you stop to visit Paul, you'll find him completely restored and ready to greet you. Good galloping gravy, that's a gunslinging galoot, better known as the Dude Man in Gallup, New Mexico. This muffler man stands atop John's used cars, looking like he's ready for a fight with his cowboy hat, holster, and gun. Now, I realize I'm skipping ahead a lot as we're going to the greater Los Angeles area next, but there is a rhyme in my reason, and we will go back to the town of Flagstaff to visit the very famous muffler man, the one that started it all. So hopefully you'll bear with me as we make this jump to the Chicken Boy. That's right, listeners, you heard me correctly. The Chicken Boy. This is a Paul Bunyan-style muffler man with a chicken head. He used to be located down on Broadway in Los Angeles, where he hawked chicken for a chicken restaurant, which incidentally does not make him a chicken hawk. Chicken Boy was bought and later moved to Highland Park, where he's still quite the sight to see. Well, as promised, back to Flagstaff we go to check out the giant that started it all. The lumberjack pictured here in this postcard is, by all accounts, the very first muffler man. Everyone seems to agree that he was built by a fellow named Bob Pruitt who lived in California. Bob made fiberglass animals. cows, horses, sheep. As the story goes, Bob was commissioned to build a 20-foot tall Paul Bunyan for a restaurant in Sacramento, California. Unfortunately, the owner never paid him, so he was stuck with a 20-foot giant. Well, Bob went eastward looking for a buyer. It wasn't until he got to Flagstaff, Arizona that he found a taker. In 1962, at the Paul Bunyan Cafe, they bought Bob's 20-foot-high version of their namesake to draw in the hungry customers. Today, the cafe is closed and long gone. However, Paul is still around and into his second act. While in Flagstaff, if you'll visit the campus of Northern Arizona University, you will likely be greeted by the largest member of their faculty. Standing outside the NAU Sky Dome is the proud mascot of the NAU Lumberjacks. What better way for the proud giant to spend the rest of his days? Well, that's all for this video. I hope our little guide to find the giants on Route 66 was helpful. We really enjoyed you riding along with us on this video. If you're liking what you're seeing, we'd love to have you as a part of our caravan. Thank you all and God bless you.